Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I do apologise for not acknowledging you, Mr. Chair. Clause 229A is membership of students' associations voluntary. No student or prospective student at an institution is required to be a member of a students' association. Now, most people...
Freedom.
Sorry, wrong clause. No, not wrong clause. That's the right clause. Most people coming into the country, whether they be, aliens, Mr. Chair, and reading that, they would think to themselves, "Oh, crikey, I quite like that. That means that my freedom of choice is enshrined. My freedom to be..."
Point of order, the Honourable.
Look, I'd like to draw you to the fact that Mr. Rick Barker's had his back to you, sir, for the last minute, and I think he's being discourteous to the chair. And I think he objects.
Well, look, I thank the member for that. This is getting to the state of being stupid and silly. There are many members in the course of a debate. Order. I'm not members and a whip. The whips of parties have the ability to go and talk to their members. The Honourable Rick Barker is a senior whip for Labor. He has that right to move amongst his members, and bringing up these spiritless points of order don't add anything to the debate. So that's the end of the matter. Now the call has gone to Honourable Tauhanari.
Mr. Chair. It's all about democracy. It's all about the freedom of choice. It's all about, saying to people, if you want to join an organisation, fine. If you don't have to. There is no compunction on anybody to belong to an organisation they don't want to belong to, sir. And that... Well, the member can have her shriek later on. The member can take the call and have a little play around in the sandpit and pretend that she wants to protect a person's choice. But look, here's the deal, members of Parliament. If a person doesn't want to belong to the Labour Party, they don't have to. If they don't want to belong to the National Party, they don't have to. And guess what?
Point of order, Mr. Chairman.
Point of order, Honourable.
Mr. Chairman, I'm reluctant to do this because I'm sure it's the role of the senior government whip rather than people on our side. One of my colleagues just called Tauhanari a liar. I think that is out of order and you should have rebuked her.
Well, look, I didn't hear that comment. Order. I didn't hear that comment. Had I heard it, I would have certainly... can I just ask the senior whip... Order. I'm dealing with a point of order. I might pay to sit down. I didn't hear that comment. Had I heard that comment, I would have certainly acted on it because I have the Speaker's rulings open at that page. So let's continue. The call... Simon.
Order, Mr. Speaker. I'm a new member to this House, relatively new member, but the last chair asked the Honourable Trevor Mallard to leave the House for trifling with the House.
No, look, my understanding is that the member is entitled to be here, and that's the end of the matter. Now, we go to the Honourable Tauhanari. A point of order. Ms Mackey.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I did make that comment and I withdraw and apologise.
Okay. Honourable Tauhanari.
Now we're all friends again. Now we're all friends again. She apologised and my mana, sir, is intact. But I tell you what else is intact, sir, due to this bill and the good work of my colleague Heather Roy, the Honourable Heather Roy, and that is that students who go up to the university on orientation day don't have to join an organisation they don't want to belong to. Because that's the crux of the matter. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about anything other than a person having the right to say, no, I don't want to join your organisation. That's what we're talking about, and that's what 229 says, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, the Labour Party love to get up on their hind legs and say that they are there protecting the rights of the innocent, so to speak. But I tell you what, this is where the political spectrum starts to meet each other, is that fascism and the dictatorship of the proletariat, communism, socialism, call it what you will, start meeting each other and shaking hands with each other. This is nothing more than the Labour Party saying, we know best, we will tell you which organisation you should belong to. And Grant Robertson can dance all around the topic, but at the end of the day, 229 says quite clearly that I don't have to belong to an organisation if I don't want to belong to that organisation. So what more can you ask of democracy? Nothing. You can't ask anything more of democracy on the right.
Point of order, the Honourable Trevor Mallard.
Mr Chairman, the member's been here for some time and a couple of bursts, I understand. He knows by now that he should not refer to you.
Yes. Well, look, there have been a number of members who have said you during the course of the debates. I haven't bothered to bring members up. I'd rather see a free flow. It is a robust debate, and I'd actually like to hear some facts about what is pertained in Clause 6A. And the member has a minute to go on Clause 6A.
Thank you, Mr Chair. And what is in Clause 6A is the fact that if you're a private training establishment, you're not forced to join the student army, the student union. And we all know that up at university, especially at universities, it's a hive of the young Labour Party. They love to sort of put it on, you know, the young Labour Party. Well, I tell you what, no longer will people be frog-marched into an association they don't want to belong to. No longer will they have to dress up in silly uniforms and walk into an association and pay their fees, pay money to belong to an organisation they don't want to join. Mr Chair, that's what 6A tells us. That's what 6A is about. 6A is about saying to people, you have a choice. On this day, you will have a choice about which organisation. On this particular day, choice is yours, and let freedom reign, freedom reign and freedom reign.
Now, the member twice brought me into the debate. And I'd asked, having been a point of order earlier, I just asked members to respect what the rulings are. Don't bring the chair into debate. Moana Meki.
Thank you, Mr Chair.